Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Broncos will kick it off to get us underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Penn State's offense will start this game off. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on. You're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
Out of the short, quick cross to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Jay, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have the national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that state, make that early state. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. They just gassed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Quick completion to the right. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and he never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for space. It's Fry. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long 1st down marker just short of the goal line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Broncos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to or not. He knows he's there. It's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12, and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit
you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the ground, he's got it again. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Using the quick game. Nifty little dance. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The give to the tailback. Makes one man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Hand off from the shotgun. Runs away from the defense. Tackle is made after the first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Smashes through. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put him in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space for the work.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This is the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On third down, going up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it. Thankfully, they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Broncos will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Always good to get points on a drive, David. Chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. But generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Looking to throw on second down. He's got the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Trying to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense, because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute.
The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's a draw. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense...
And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch. If you get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Boise State ready to send out that offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you...
Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And this offense gets on the board in the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive there.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Looking for a crease. It's Fry. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Wants to throw on third. He looks that one in nicely. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Fry. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The ball pops out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The give on the inside. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The run to the left. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired of getting down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They're setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Spin move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Broncos are flying down the field. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. Obliterates him, still on the move. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, I love the decision. Like drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger before the attack, push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Bringing the heat. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. It's a foot race. They will get it. It's a touchdown. He just took it in the end. inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's got it down the middle, and he'll be brought down.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big deal.
Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times, that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. Touchdown Broncos. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Southern Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of it, Mike. And at time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now on second down.
29 Philly. 2.
He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
A quick tackle made. For the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Fry. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Takes a handoff. It's Fry. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Smashes through the tackle. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. First down for this offense. Quarterback checking off. Comes out throwing on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic and intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls and tighten those. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. And he's walked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll throw it on first down. The quick out. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Trying to find his man on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That is just a sideline drag. Full patch, toe drag, everything you want. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. This offense has a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they can't hook up on the... Brings up a fourth down. The Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Here we go.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Bowls his way forward. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Still on his feet at the 45. And he scoots his way to the... Slide still going to hit. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Deep.
Outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable at that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Those are tough passes. You start putting those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. That's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Fires in the trap and a picked off. Slips a tackle and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They're bringing heat. Caught behind the line. It's Fry. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Zings it complete to the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after that completion. Quarterback checking the play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Ball's out. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. They made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the team home.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He'll pull it down, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. 3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Quick handoff. They get him stopped.
So they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll They'll keep it on the ground, right at the gut, looking for 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They take the lead with the 6.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with you guys.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia Southern is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Eagles all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 28 over the Sharks. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Blasted as he lets it go. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. A top 25 showdown coming up, 2 of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos. And the Broncos ready to put toe together and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense takes the field. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Complete in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
They'll try to get outside. He breaks the tackle. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Broncos are rolling down the field. Here's the handoff. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the toss. Just having these dudes bounce off on him like popcorn. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry up.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that.
Offense in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got his man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Nittany Lions have it for the 1st and 10. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size with the third game, and they were unbelievable.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. And open runway ahead. He's got 43 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw. Here's the implication.
Power football with the run. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football on the running back.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down in this deep. First down for the offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Line getting set on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. On target over the middle. And the explosive play there on.
Touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback.
Off the play fake. Fires on the run. Got it. Can't quite. They get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll run it on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on third and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. You just got to do a better job moving forward.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Trying play action. Going downfield for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Boise State.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Dan, you got me searching for answers on that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this. Their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Can't get him to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose it.
And you toss the ball to your running back to get him on the edge and try to get some space. But my goodness, there wasn't any space. He broke one tackle. There still wasn't enough. More guys coming after him really fast. They got to give him a little bit more space to do some more damage.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. looking to move it through the air. He's right on target.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to throw on second down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on third down. Buys a little extra time. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This crowd busting the decimal meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Feeling some heat. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, that was a nice little pitchy catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over Army. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for space. It's Fry. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man down the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. He's got it again. Fights off the defender. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
And I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. It's caught. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. The Broncos have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. And the Broncos got to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Irons on the move. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And this offense is fire. Right now, starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half, but you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Fry. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll throw it on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute for them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Fighting off the defender. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Broncos will hustle to the line. They'll give it to the back. Discards a man. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. And he makes the catch at the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Broncos will have it first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch. He had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback will take a sack. 36. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And the pass is picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Weaver Stadium.
And the Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You can tell. Breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing the quarterback's throwing. Going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Bust through behind his pad. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Give to the running back. Steamrolls his way ahead.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. And they're churning out positive yardage early.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Broncos are marching down the field. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
How about the defender? Heat-seeking missile. He was on radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intention.
He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. Quarterback will audible. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buying some time. He's looking on the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
He is smashing people. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Boise State. And the beatdown has ensued.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative, play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this defense knew that they were going to be seeing some option in this game, and right now everybody's doing a nice job playing their assignments. On the 3rd play of that drive, they were expecting it, and everyone communicating and all rallying to the football. That was nice to see if you're the coaching staff.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Broncos moving quickly to the line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on its way. Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Fumbles are great when you force them. You're always thinking about as a defensive player. When the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Now the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind it.
They're trying to get to it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back. When you get the...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely...
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Looking for room. It's Fry. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. On second down, he'll fire. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They have done such a good job recruiting D linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now
that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks.
Gonna take a shot. Snatches it on the right. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Broncos. And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Here comes the offense on first down.
Come on, set.
Handoff to the lone back. Runs through the tackle.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game
On and
easy.
set.
Right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Buys a little time. On the run, fires downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Hard running there. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line, and he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Got room at the 35. Giving him his pass. Touchdown Broncos! And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Line gets set, 1st down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Keep the legs moving. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And you can tell QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but random plays. When I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Short gain on the play for the slide. Offense in an empty set. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
A strike downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse?
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive runs.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll go to the counter. Shakes off the tackle. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Shakes off the defender.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get away from all the big boys, right? Now, stay away from the meat. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball to bring it. Goodness gracious. Has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards, but too many guys coming after him to keep it with him.
And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
This is so a Jesse Cole. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Paul.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This quarterback has been really good today. He's been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense.
Can anyone catch him? The 30. Running inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to take off. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Boise State ready to send out that offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The play action fake. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good game. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
He'll fire to his right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positives today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop. Creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for a 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continuing to fly around. These are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quick strike complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Flushed out of the pocket. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on down.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook.